Hey lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive in into today's video. So lovely, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where black men are all out to reply the German woman who actually talked about how she is not in competition with black women. And this got a lot of black men to speak up for the first time, and I was able to put up some of their stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of those stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your...
Hey, a black man here. Not a black American, thank goodness. But I want to just quickly raise this one point. Everything you've just said right now is nothing but nonsense and hogwash. I'm sorry to say, if white women were as dedicated, as loyal as you claim they are, I wouldn't be constantly encountering white women who have divorced at least 4 times before they reach the age of 40. I've never met a black woman who's at least divorced twice before the age of 40. It doesn't exist. There is no being more dedicated, more loyal on this planet than a black woman. I dare say there's nothing more beautiful, both externally and internally, than a black woman. They don't make them like black women. And yes, I will agree, there is a bit of aggression on average that you will find from a black woman versus others. But that is our fault as black men. We have created a society of women who have to play a role of both being a father and a mother in a relationship, typically. And I understand the reason why a white woman will ever look a black man's direction is because, number one, she has self-image problems or issues, or the black man is rich. That is not loyalty. I put loyalty personally more than anything else. And the reason why the standard of beauty black women aspire to look like white women is because of how we've been conditioned. How from the time we were children, black women have been given Barbie dolls. We watch superhero movies. Who is the ultimate prize? Superman has, is it Lois Lane? Spider-Man has that woman. It's always a woman of a specific racial group. So psychologically, that's why black men will find other women of specific racial groups attractive. But it's not necessarily because you are. Personally, I love my black women. I'm dedicated to one. She's like my everything. And I just want to say, can we please correct this? It's not every single black woman. Learn to do your research. Sit down and ask relevant questions. Everything you've just said right now is thumbs up. It is nonsense. I'll rest my case here.
We need all non-melanated African-American black people to stop speaking on black relationship issues. We don't need your opinion. We don't need your advice. What happens in our house stays in our house. We gonna figure it out. We still love our women. We gonna make it work. Y'all getting way too comfortable putting black men, black women issues in y'all conversations. This is not a cultural exchange program. This is not a raise your hand and give your opinion. We didn't ask for it. We don't want it. We good. Black men still standing on business. Stop speaking on black women. We good. Are we good?
Brothers, y'all gonna let her get away with that? Tell me, you heard what she said. Tell me you don't think she dog. Now I understand the sisters why they feel the way they feel, but that's the distraction. She really dogging you, making you look like a welfare case, making you look like a sick puppy, making you look useless, making you look hopeless until the great white hype came into your life. Of all those tropes, I wasn't being combative, I wasn't interrupting him, I wasn't loud. We know, come on now. She ain't got to say it to actually say it. But that was the distraction. That was to distract you from hearing how she made you look at the end. Come on, black man. Just go travel. There are plenty of women who's willing to take care of you. We don't need taken care of. Black men ain't no fucking welfare case, bitch. Fuck out of here with that shit.
But the reality is something actually quite different. The reality is you knew you had him because no other woman wanted him. I mean, that's the truth, isn't it? Black women, before you get upset at everything that this woman said, please hear me out. You're no competition to this woman in reference to her man. Now, her man also, with what she listed out, had a couple of issues. He kept choosing the women who are obviously a problem for him. And what does that say about his decision-making skills? And remember, he also chose this woman. And note how rude she was also to come at all black women as if they're a competition, as if you wanted him to begin with. You see, his decision-making skills led her to think this false sense of security in which she believes that all women want him. Now, there's a difference in between black love, black relationships, and interracial relationships. And whatever you want is for you. But don't think for a fragment of a second that just because you got who you got, that in some way is in reference to everyone else that does not want him. Remember, he chose you because of the individuals that he did not want. Which does not mean that you stand above and reign supreme. It means that you're the choice that he chose to pick. And as long as he loves you, treats you right, and you do the same, then you have that wonderful relationship. But where at inside of your mind made you think that you now compare to every other black woman? Now, that's where it gets a little bit perplexing to everybody else. And instead of keeping that sense of security, understand how to use it properly. You are secure in the relationship you're in because he wanted you over the women that he decided to date. And if the women that he decided to date were not the best or the epitome of black women, that says more about his choices and what he decided to go through more than who you are as a person. And after all, for some reason, when we judge you as a person, you for some reason decided to list out not that you love your relationship, but that in comparison to the other people, you stand above those other people that he decided to date. You see, that's a false sense of security. And I would ask you to consider, are you looking at your life right? Because if you want the person that no one else wants, and you think that at that point in time is something that's great, that you got the person that no one else wanted, well, you didn't listen to the sentence properly. He is a value to you, and that is great. He is a king to you, and that is great. He is a provider and a lover for you, and that is great. And all of those things that you do together that makes you happy, that is all great. However, that does not remove the reality that nobody else, especially the black women that you just referenced to in general, give a damn about whoever you're dating. And once more, this isn't a black love versus interracial relationship thing, because you are no competition to this lady if you are black and the black man wants an interracial relationship. And let him go, let him do what he does, let him love who he loves. But don't let her convince you that in some way you are less than or not high up in reference to competition when she's referencing to somebody you wouldn't date to begin with. Let her have her false sense of security, and let her have her false king in reference to black women.
Life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not.
Of course. What sister gonna sit there and let somebody have the homies come and let her out while they sit back, They don't do that, so, Of course. Why are you getting on the leave the black woman alone? It ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't know nothing about that. You're a liar. They do better things like be wives, and some of them fucked up just like y'all, but no. That ain't got to do with black women. That's got to do with your ass loving to be let out. Tell me you can holler again. I'll be
I really want to know who be behind these videos, because at least once, twice, every 3 months, one of these videos drop, and here y'all go in the comments looking crazy because y'all act like y'all was born and raised. Maybe because y'all was born and raised in America, y'all can't hear someone who's talking with an American mindset. I mean, at one point I couldn't either, but now that I hear it, I can't unhear it, because everything she said is out of the white woman playbook 101. Like y'all think women overseas think or speak the way she was speaking in that video? I mean, come. And here we go, falling for it. Us falling for it in the comments, falling for it every single time. It never fails.
Video funny as fuck to me. I hope you niggas in them comments in this video, I hope y'all ain't black American, man. Please. Hey, man, don't be embarrassing us like this, man. Y'all need all that shit she talking about doing? What, you niggas children or something? Who the fuck want to be fed 3 times a day? On my job, I can eat from over 100 different restaurants for free. For free, I can eat from every kind of restaurant you can think of. Y'all funny as fuck, man. Y'all too funny, man. And y'all be on here talking about a woman won't submit to you. You ask her what she submit. You gotta ask a woman to submit. They submit to me automatically. I don't have to ask no woman that. But I don't want her to submit to me anyway. I don't need nobody to cook for me 3 times a day. I know how to feed my damn self. I don't want a full course meal every day. You might want a salad one day. A fucking turkey sandwich or something. Who the fuck eats all goddamn day? And y'all eating this shit up on this video, man. You niggas embarrassing, man. And she telling me there ain't no family structure in the black community. I don't know what is up north or something? Cause the damn show ain't down south. Well, I wish I could say more on this video, but TikTok ain't gonna post it. I got 1,000 things to say. Man, y'all better not be black American in them goddamn comments saying all that dumb shit, man.
If you deal with a German woman, they want to try to really pull you into their lane, that you're acceptable to the parents, that they accept you, and so on and so forth. And what they also want is, like the brother was speaking about already, like our color. They want children of us. This is what they also say also into our face.
Like a fetish almost. That's what we call it, fetish. Yeah, they had that in the States too.
Level.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, here's on level, man.
What you mean? Break it down. Break it down.
I mean, like,
They don't have it.
you know, did you serve in the military here?
Yes.
Okay, so you know, at first it was a shock. It's a shock. You know, you're like, damn, you get a lot of respect. But on the other side, it's a lot of hate with it also. But they do want the chocolate babies. They want babies of color and curly hair. You know, like, he got good hair. You got that good hair, you know.
Man, that's a setup, because if he has good hair, then what's bad hair?
Yeah.
I have a question for this German lady. Now, looking at the video, you look about 35, between 35 and 40. And I don't know how long you've been married to this average black guy, right? But it seems to me that for somebody that checked all the boxes, right? Somebody that was just so perfect that you never should have been single. Like, some German guy should have married you a long time ago. So how is it that you were single and able to meet this average black guy and marry him?
Like, seriously, lovely, since this video has been going viral on TikTok, and also it's been coming up and up on my For You page on TikTok about this German woman who decided to take to her, page and talked about how she is not in competition with black women, because she's dating, obviously dating or married to a black man. She went ahead to talk about how black women are too masculine, they are not feminine and all of that. They often not take care of their men, they don't serve their men. She talked a lot of thing about trying to like define her own relationship or compare her own relationship with that of black men and black women, and this got a lot of people reacting. To me, I was like, why will you be in your own relationship? Then you already know exactly what is happening in the life or in the relationship that is being healed and maintained by a black couple. Like, why are you in your relationship and you want to focus in your own relationship? Now you want to actually tell us how black men and black women are in their own relationship. Like, seriously, this got me with some kind of like, why, what even give her that guard to actually think that she was going to define a relationship she don't even know how it is? Every other person, everybody, every couple have the right on how they want to run their own relationship. You can be in your own relationship and trying to like dictate or tell people how they run their relationship. Like, seriously. And this thing, I know that this happens when if you're in an interracial relationship, we tend to talk too much. Like, black people most especially, we tend to like tell these people how black women are this or black men are this and all of that, and they will have that privilege or that nerves to come out to talk about something they don't know, to talk about what they have no idea. Like, she is actually dishing out the information she got from maybe her partner or what she have been seeing online. That's why sometimes I don't participate in anything that will just make us to go low, like black people entirely, because these people, they are so upset anytime they see that black people are coming together, or black men, black women, or black people entirely are coming together. They feel a type of way, they enjoy it anytime we are we are against each other, we are coming for ourselves, we are not in unity. They love it because they see that when we are united, we can move mountains. So they try as much as they can to keep us apart, to try to create some kind of narrative to keep us apart. So when this was just going on, I decided that okay, all of these things have been said, and I have seen so many stitches, black women ranting, also giving their own commentaries, making sense and all of that. And I decided that what is it that black men have to do, or what is it that they have to say about all of these things that's going on TikTok? And that was when I decided that I was going to look for some stitches from black men to actually see what they have to say about all of this controversy about the German woman versus black women. And I realized that so many of our brothers are all there to set records straight, and it is something like a relief to me that okay, they are not actually sitting down to watch someone from other race try to degrade their own sisters and brothers. Because enough of all of this trying to divide us, trying to break us apart, trying not to make us to come together. Like, I don't like that. Like, seriously, who gave her the nerves to actually dictate what is going on in the life or in the relationship that is healed and of black people? Like, black love have been in existence. Like, my parents, they are black and they have they have been married for like 50 years. Like, what is she talking about? Like, what is she talking about, trying to create some narrative that black women are like, they should just leave black women alone? What is this? What is this? My great grandparents, they were all married. Like, what the heck is happening? These people can never move on without trying to mention black women. Like, they don't want to move on with their life if they don't mention black women. They want to try as much as they can to drag them down. If they are not dragging them down by trying to like paint them or trying to create some kind of negative narratives about black women, they'll try to look, they try to find a way to still put us out from this surface earth. Just look at what happened to Sonia Mars. Like, seriously, What is it that black men have done to these people? They are the ones that are still in the receiving end. They are still the ones that will still come out to fight for you guys. Like, what is this? This is just getting so irritating at this point. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes, informative, and historical fact. So please subscribe to this channel. And I have another one, which is Ballistic Gist. It's actually my other channel. You can also go there, subscribe, leave your thoughts, and I will see you, lovelies, when I
Watch
upload
up to
the
this
next one.
extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, share this video, leave a thought in the comment section, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload